Hey, so maybe you're out on the road on a business trip like I am right now, hence the way I'm dressed. You know, everybody always makes the excuse of, oh, well, you know, I'm going on vacation, I'm going to travel the world, I'm going on a business trip, whatever the case is, and you just can't seem to stay in shape, and you always fall off, you always lose a couple pounds, or you always gain a couple pounds. You know, you don't feel good, you don't work out, so how can you get around that? Well, I've got a couple tips today that I think will help you in being able to maximize and maintain your progress in fitness while still going out on the road. If you travel a lot, or if you got a big vacation coming up and you're scared of losing your results, stay tuned. What's good, everyone? It's John Mango here from Beyond the Iron, where we're looking to take your fitness and nutrition further so you may change your life forever. Now, I know I apologize for the wear. It's not fitness wear, but I am currently out in Miami on a business meeting. All right, so you know, kids looking kind of fresh. You know, I had some time. I figured I'd record another video. I'm coming out with some other content, or I already have come out with some content out on this trip. So I brought you a workout that you can do on your own if you get the chance to work out. But what if you don't get the chance to work out? Okay, what if you're on vacation or on a business trip and you just can't find the time, which, by the way, that is kind of a bullshit excuse. Well, in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly what you can do diet-wise, whether you can track, can't track, to help you out on that front, all right? Because as we know, you wanna stay on track on vacation. You don't wanna come back to reality and have to start all over again. A lot of people fall off this way. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, first time coming across the channel, trust me, I am a fitness channel. Despite the clothes I'm currently wearing, you know, I don't only wear fitness clothes, although 99% of the time I do. Anyways, if you're new, first time stopping by, I cover a lot of fitness tips, tricks, strategies, just like this video, as well as workout videos and nutrition stuff. So if you're interested in learning more about that and getting that information from the best and only coach that's gonna provide you the right information all the time, then this is the channel you should be on, so consider subscribing. That being said, I wanna go ahead and dive into this content of the video. I'm gonna be giving you 5 tips that you should follow when you're out on the road. Now, the first tip is going to be bring a scale with you. Now, I've shown this tip in a previous video I made. Click at the top there to check it out if you want. I go a little bit more in depth about 2 things that I like to do on the road, but I figured I'd recover this one because it is really a huge, overlooked, but a huge, important factor that can really, this alone can keep you on track. Mix it in with the other tips I'm gonna give you. Hey, you might even see progress while you're on vacation. Imagine that. Bring your scale with you, or let's say I'm out here, I couldn't bring one on a carry-on. Go ahead and buy a scale for whatever amount of days you're out and then return it before you leave, okay? So having a scale is critical to you actually staying on point, okay? First few days I've been here, I didn't have a scale, I didn't have the time, I didn't make the time to go out and get one. Guess what? I probably gained a few pounds. So I didn't stick to my own advice on that, but hey, I suffered the consequence. Every single vacation I go on ever, or any, you know, whether it's a little bit of a road trip across the country or whatever the case is, always try to bring a scale, because that's gonna give you visual feedback the next day of whether or not you should be like, all right, maybe I should lay off on, you know, the Mexican food or the Dominican food or whatever the case is. So bringing a scale is definitely gonna help you out. Tip number 2 is do your best to track your foods. Now, here's the big problem with that is, one, people think that they're sacrificing their social and their vacation aspect of their life by tracking foods. In reality, and if you've been following me for a while, you should know by now that it takes little to no time. But if you do need help with that stuff and understanding how you can incorporate it and make it a lot easier, check out the links below, check out my website, and you can pick up an ebook that I've written entirely on how to track your foods without sacrificing any of your social life, actually integrating it seamlessly into your social life. So I definitely recommend you check that out. But basically, you want to do your best to track the foods. If you can't find the specific foods you're trying to track, you can create meals in, let's say, MyFitnessPal or other calorie counting applications. You can simply take a pen and paper, and if you look at a meal and you think, well, that might be 500 calories, I would actually double the amount of calories that you think that is. So at least double that, write down 1,000 as you're adding it up, and that is gonna most likely keep you under what you would have gone to if you didn't track, all right? So having that awareness alone is gonna make a massive difference. So track the foods as best as you can. Don't worry about accuracy so much, just worry about getting something down in front that's gonna mentally help you from overeating too much. All right, third tip, we're gonna start going into a little bit less technical stuff, but remember, being more technical is always better. So if you have the option to do the previous two, definitely incorporate those. Those two alone will save you completely. But let's say you don't have, or you can't track, or you just really don't want to track. Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it. I'm gonna give you a tip to work around that anyways. At each meal, make sure that you're not eating until you're really full. Now, this sounds very basic, however, people don't realize they are really full by the time they're done, because it's easy to eat, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're like, oh my God, wait, I'm really full. So what do? Well, what you should do is drink water throughout that meal, okay? So try to avoid, I mean, you might be with some alcoholic beverages, but try to avoid any fruit juices or any Diet Cokes or Cokes in general, or try to avoid any pop, any sodas, as the Americans would call it now that I'm in America. Try to avoid any sugary drinks, replace it all with water, and have the water with each meal. This is gonna help fill you up quicker, but with less calories. So that's a huge thing you wanna do. Also, basically swap in salads wherever you can, as opposed to the fries. Try to have salads. Now you can have fries with 1 or 2 meals. Try not to have them with every meal. Try to keep the meals conservative, and that could go a long way. So try to fill yourself up with high volume, low calorie foods and or water in this case, and then try to avoid the things that you can overeat on a lot easier. I know that's a very basic tip, but sometimes it helps to realize that it can be that easy sometimes. All right, now moving on to the fourth tip here, what I would recommend is, I'll actually bring you over for this, grab little snacks like this with a spinach cake, buy some bananas, and some other very low calorie snacks or fruits that are gonna help you stay on track. So for example, I come back from my business meetings and the conferences, come back to the room, I'm not searching for food. I'm not like, all right, now I gotta go eat. Chances are if you go out and eat, in between in a business setting, you're not in control of what you're eating. So instead, buy things that are packaged like protein bars or just regular granola bars, bananas, fruits. These are a lot easier to stay on track with, and have them in your room. That way you can stay in your room, get some work done, for example, if possible. Now, obviously, you might want to go out of the room, no problem. Bring them with you. You know what I mean? Bring a snack with you just to hold you over. Drink some water throughout the day, bring a snack, and you'll be good to go. All right, the fifth tip while on vacation, this one's gonna apply more to, well, it can apply to any setting really, but it's gonna be, if you're gonna drink alcohol, which most of the time we are, try to avoid beer and mixers. So I would actually recommend going with the shots. Of course, you wanna drink responsibly and all that, but the hard liquor is gonna have less calories in it, especially if you're not using any mixers, rum and cokes, rye and gin, that kind of stuff. Any of those drinks that are easy to drink a lot of without getting as drunk actually would be worse for your diet. Stick with hard liquors that you can have one shot, gets you feeling kind of good, and holds you over for a little while longer without you, one, getting drunk, and without you ruining your diet. So that's actually a huge tip, and I figured I'd throw it in here because, again, most of us are gonna be drinking alcohol anyways. You don't want to be consuming excess calories through the alcohol while doing all those other things. Now check it out. Those are 5 tips I've given you. I hope that, maybe you learned something, a thing or two from these tips, maybe something you'll use in your next vacation. If you use all the tips combined, you will increase your chance of essentially making progress while on vacation. All you gotta do, combine those nutritional tips with the workout that I just posted previously. It's gonna be up here if I posted it already, hopefully I have. Check that workout out that you can do on the road. It's a very basic one. Or of course you could do your regular workouts if you have the accessibility to equipment and time. Then you could do those workouts. If not, do that workout, and hey, when it comes to fat loss, you can definitely see results. When it comes to muscle gain or maintenance, you can definitely see results. There's no reason why going on vacation, going on a business trip, getting stuff done, going out and having fun has to get in the way of your goals, okay? There's no reason. Take it from me, I've done it all, okay? I've gone and destroyed my results, and it's taken me months to recover. A lot of people don't recover at all. So if you don't want to be one of those people, try out some of these tips on your next vacation. Let me know how it goes. I want you to comment below. Tell me if you found them helpful. Tell me any other suggestions or things that you do, and hey, I'll use them myself next time. I appreciate you all for watching. Again, my name is John Mango. I'm here with Beyond the Iron. We're looking to take your fitness nutrition further. so you may change your life forever. If you're new to the channel, you enjoy the content, consider subscribing, and thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for the support as always. I'll catch you on that next video.